Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play the Stanley Parable, Episode 3. I'm Lori, and like before, we're going to start right where we left off. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're in the office, and earlier I tried to type on this computer, but you know, one thing we did in the broom closet was we closed the door, and we've never closed this door. Let's see if that...
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Sit at my desk and wait.
Here it comes.
Loading. Where are we gonna end up? Right where we left off. And the clock is still the same time as before. Alright, let's go find us a different ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
How come stuff never opens? Never ever opens. All these windows don't open. We must be really high up in some skyscraper. That's what I figure. Alright,
When Stanley came to a set of two open
back at our
doors,
doors. Yeah,
he entered
here
the
we go
door on his left.
Alright, so we've gone both left and we've gone right. We've both followed the narrator and not followed the narrator at both. But I'm feeling like let's go right and see what we haven't explored there, so let's do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't know why, but all these offices with windows, I always want in. No matter how many times they don't open, I'm going to continue to check them.
Yes, this room.
Yeah,
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, so the last time we took this left and went down the elevator. But let's not do that. Let's go forward. Ooh,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Not lie. If we're lying, stop right now. I think the narrator is the one lying, but, you know, who am I to say? Do not jump. You will die. Alright. I really want to jump, so let's do it.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, so that didn't really get us anywhere, but dying? But that's okay. I really just felt the need to jump.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
let's
to go
get back
to the
to that
meeting
room.
Perhaps
And
he had
let's,
simply missed a
like,
memo.
step on that lift and see if anything happens.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
We're gonna run into that?
I realize that investing
go
your
out.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Yeah, that door over there is open.
There's
I want to see
someone
what's in
you've been
it.
neglecting,
That door's open too.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
We're going off on the catwalk.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Sorry,
Are
I
you
wasn't
that
listening,
convinced that
narrator.
I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Danger
I don't know how to
everywhere.
convince you of this,
We
but
already knew
I
that.
really
We've
do
only
want
died.
to
We've
help
only
you, to
lived.
show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Do not stand on this side of fence. Oh God, we're on the wrong side.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright. Well, in the past, we've wanted to listen to the narrator. But we've also chosen not to listen to the narrator. And this kind of comes back to the matrix of the red pill or the blue pill. Right? Was it red or a blue? Problem here is I don't remember in the movie which pill I wanted. Narrator says red, let's do red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that
making
isn't
right
here.
turns.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Go hide in a corner. I don't want to go
we
walk in
would
circles.
both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Uh-oh. Black room. And we're loading. Is that good or is that bad? Generally, that means an ending.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place...
This is where you walked from? No, because I didn't do stairs.
I feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
But it always resets. Always.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't
Wait,
take this
he
from
admitted
me.
it was a game, not a story. We've made progress.
No! Oh, thank
You
God.
die. I wonder if I
You
jump off a
lived.
bunch of
No.
times if I'll eventually die.
No, what are you doing,
Like I had
Stanley?
100 health, now I have 90
Please,
health
I'm
or
asking
something.
you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My
I want to
God.
go back to the other room.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over
I
and
thought it
over
was
to
a
be rid of
story
it?
narrator,
You were
not a
literally
game.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yes. Because it always restarts. Alright, so we could have stayed in the happy room, but I had to explore that other room. Sorry, narrator. Alright, let's go back and let's see what happens if we go through the blue door. Whoa. Hey, wait. It changed. There's papers everywhere.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this because the narrator is mad at me because of the restart? Because he wanted to be happy? I don't know. Let's go try the blue
When
door.
Stanley came to a set
all
of
the
two
papers
open
ended.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley, for the first but
they
eager
call
to
it
get
an
back to
incredible
business,
room, but
Stanley
it's
took
not
the
incredible.
first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes, we know.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
my
can be
enemy,
difficult,
but I am
the
your
fact
enemy.
is that the story has been about nothing but you
See,
all
now we're
this
back to
time.
being about a story.
There's
in the
someone
game.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
No.
What?
Not listening to you.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope, we listened to you last time.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Sounds
Take it
good
for a
to me.
spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically,
Nope,
but
can't
a
press any of the
1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with
Well, you
that?
didn't say if one was good or bad.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a
You
look.
have you? There's nothing on it. Oh, here we go. Wow. See, I'm not the only one that likes to attempt doors, people. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. I don't believe this. I don't believe these stats. Nope. Okay, let's go back through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, here we go. No, it's not sending us back, is it?
In
Okay,
this
good.
game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I wonder if the baby... What happens if I just let the boy die? Should we do it? Do it? Yeah.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite
Because
you.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
You know,
I'm out. I'm
I'm talking
done.
to the computer,
It's
the narrator
over.
again.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Now, I bet you we're starting over. But I could be wrong. Oh.
Well, Stanley, is this
Is
any better?
Minecraft?
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
But I can't
But
jump.
is it enough?
I'm stuck.
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say
Which
this.
is okay, because
I'm
I
done making
don't
things
like
for you.
Minecraft.
From
I
now
can't say
on,
that,
I
though.
will
I've
only
never played
create
it.
to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then...
Where is he building it? Oh, right here.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
It's not a house.
But you've only seen it from the outside.
It's a
You've only
jail
gotten
cell.
half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself
Oh.
comfortable.
A jail cell. I wonder if he's going to shut me in it. I shouldn't have had that thought. Let's do it, though. I can't fit.
Isn't
There
it
we go.
grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if...
It's tight.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay, let's go mining. Where do I go? Down there? Oh, looks like a cave. Alright, so for somebody who's never played Minecraft before...
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No? Didn't you bring a light?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't
Wait,
save this
I can't
one.
jump.
Okay, new game.
Restart this time? Or are we going to play World of Warcraft next? Or Half-Life? Or Plants vs. Zombies? Or
Yes!
Portal.
I don't
Oh,
even know
good
what
old
this game
Portal.
is. I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't
want a portal
figure it
gun.
out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Can I jump yet? Nope, I still can't jump.
No, actually, what? I think that's plenty. I really
No,
don't
I
care
really
much
like
to see you
Portal.
stumble through any more of these
It's much
games.
better than Minecraft.
And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
Yes, you do.
I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons.
Huh?
I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
Go anywhere without me?
The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work.
Goodbye.
And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
We do. Narrator? No? Do I need to hide in a corner? Maybe if I walk in circles? He likes circles. No. You know, there's this gaping hole that I could jump down. I like jumping, so let's do it! Woo! Geronimo! Oh, hello. Filing. Who would have thought that this is... Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, 510? On a 5th floor. It's kind of neat. Who knew all this existed? We didn't change levels. We didn't go downstairs. How do we get to 423? I still can't jump! Let me in! $427. There's another 427? This is fancier. It's kind of like a recording studio, maybe? Oh man. What did we get ourselves into? What just happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Well, that's good, because I can't do anything, because you blacked out my screen, you narrator. Aha. Loading. What is this, 3rd time's the charm, 4th time's the charm, something like that. I don't even know what we're on anymore. So many loading screens. And we're back at our desk 427 at the start of the game. We officially found our restart. Alright, we're gonna end it there. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you in episode